Magic, weapons, and sex appeal reign over 14 games. The gods of harmony and discord have been waging an eternal war against one another. They reached their limits and decided to pull a 90s Spider-Man cartoon secret war twist and gather their own warriors from their respective Final Fantasy worlds. Harmony summons the good guys, and discord gathers the villains. Classic characters include everyone's blonde-haired, smart-ass mercenary Cloud Strife and his silver-haired Masamune-wielding enemy for life Sephiroth. The quiet and humble Terra, who's used her magic to save what was left of her world, and of course the man himself, the Joker and Mardi Gras of Final Fantasy, Kefka, who, by the way, is the only Final Fantasy villain who actually destroyed his world. So Harmony didn't really look up at their side to see what was going on, but we're going to see what's going on with that. But have no fear, not only do your original characters from the first Dissidia make their returns with brand new moves, but the good news is, more characters have joined their debut, such as Lightning from Final Fantasy XIII, Laguna from Final Fantasy VIII, Van from Final Fantasy XII, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome Titties McGee, Tifa, everyone's sweet but can easily kick your ass character from Final Fantasy VII, and Yuna summons her way into the cast as well. I just want you to know that since Harmony was out looking for people, I think she may have forgot Vincent, Auron, and Genesis and Pain, just to name a few characters, but so far in the story, you take control of the newbies, and you're wondering why you have no memories of anything else. Leaded by Lightning from Final Fantasy XIII, you're off to find out why you have no memory of what happened so far. But the story speaks for itself. If you will need to go, you'll have to go through the gates and do a little puzzle to destroy your enemies and everything else in your path. Being an RPG, you already know you have to have the right equipment, magic, weapons, and everything else if you want to take care of the game very easily. Moving on further on to the story, you will be delving deeper to the true motives and the true plans of Harmony and Discord. If you played the first Dissidia, you're more than up to date with the controls, but here's a little something else if you haven't played it. To give you a little help myself, just use your R and triangle to rush towards your opponent to give your rush game a little extra push, and you assign your other series of buttons with the circle button, and you're assigned another different set of attacks, and every other techniques and auto attacks. This game's graphics are great on the PSP. Knowing Square Enix, you would know they know better than to not make a great game in the graphics department. But when the game's cutscenes come on, just sit back and enjoy it because it's going to be a very awesome and beautiful cutscene. Now on the issue of whether or not this game is a buy, a try, or a shy, are you new to Dissidia like I am and you like Final Fantasy? Do you need an RPG with a fighting game element so you can get the best of both worlds? And more importantly, do you want to play as your favorite Final Fantasy characters and make dream matches like Squall vs. Lightning, Lightning vs. Sephiroth, or even Kefka vs. Ultimechia? With these things in mind, you're going to be picking up Dissidia in no time, with my bye blessing. This is my review, gamers. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and you will loot 100 experience and the Mr. Dark Phoenix sword and summon, because